So let me get out of there and get back into a couple other things real quickly. I'm going to go back into this plugin area because I want to show you when you drag in a plugin. Let me just make a new MIDI track. I'm going to go Insert, MIDI track. If I'm to drag in, let's say, a synthesizer, and I'll grab in the B4, which is like an organ. So I drag this down here, and you just see this here, and it doesn't look much like an instrument to you. Well, that's completely okay. Everything that you drag in is kind of going to look like this, no matter what kind of plugin it is. And all you simply have to do is hit this little wrench thing here, and it will actually open up your instrument. So now we have the instrument here. And in order to play that instrument, you would just simply hit this button here, which is called arming your track, and then hit your key on your keyboard. And that tells Ableton that you want to hear the sound that's generated on this track, which is our organ. So that's how that works there. So there's your browser. Let's get into the basic mixing. This here is your panning left and right. This will turn the track on and off. So basically if it's off here, you're not going to hear the sound on that track. Solo should be obvious, and we just went into arming your tracks. So that if you want to record something or play something, you got to hit that first. And if we get in over here, you're going to notice that all the same icons here, turning your tracks on and off and everything over in this area. Now if you have audio in here, let me go here, and let's see if we can get some audio in real quick. Where? Doesn't really matter what I drag in, so I'll just drag this in. So this is audio here, and if we click this here, it's going to open it up, and we're actually going to be able to see our audio here. Now, the way that you get closer in this, there's not really a clicking. You basically come up here, and you see this little magnifying glass. When you see that, then you could just left click on the mouse and drag down, and that's going to bring you in closer. And if you drag up, it's going to bring you further out. So that's going to be how you're going to get in close and out. A lot of your editing is going to be done with this tool here, this pencil tool. This will allow you to actually draw this. In this case, this is just turning it on and off. But over here you can actually manipulate the panning, volume, and everything. So you can automate things here with a pencil. And take that pencil off. If you want to do cut, copy, and pasting, it's just kind of like clicking and dragging. And then you can take this little highlighted part, click and drag, and you can move your parts. Control Z will undo anything that you do. Up here, this is going to be the bars that you're at. So this is beats and bars, and down here is your actual time frame. This here is a little loop indicator. So if you want to loop a certain section, you would grab which bars you want to loop, and then when you hit play and click this over here, this loop, it would go ahead and loop around. Over here, this is your tempo. So this is where you would set the tempo of your song if you're using loops or whatever. That's pretty important. Here is your metronome. So if you want to click track while you're playing, something to play to, that's what you're going to want to hit there. As far as tempo, you could double click and just type in whatever tempo you want. Or you can click on it and drag upward or down. Either way works fine. And that is your basic intro to Ableton.